योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
So hello students, welcome back to our again new video. I am Professor Sridhar from the CDO department, Gujarat University. It is a pleasure to have you here today as we dive into the world of web development. Today we are going to talk about tool that changed the internet forever. It will be a jQuery. Imagine you are trying to build a beautiful interactive website, but every browser, whether it's Chrome, it's Firefox or Safari, decide to interpret your code differently. It is a headache for developers. So jQuery was created to solve that. It is a fast, small and feature rich JavaScript library. Its motto is simple: write less, do more. As you can see on the screen, it acts as a universal key that unlock a consistent performance across all platforms, handling those annoying cross-browser inconsistencies automatically, so you can focus on being creative. So the 5 superpowers of jQuery. To understand why jQuery is so essential, we have to look at its superpowers. First, there is a DOM manipulation, which allow you to easily select elements on a page and change their content or style with just one line of code. Then we have an Ajax support, which is the magic behind apps like Gmail or Facebook. It lets you exchange data with a server without ever having to refresh the page. Third one is our event handling, which simplifies how we track users' actions like clicks, mouse hovers, or keyboard inputs. Fourth one is our jQuery is incredibly extensible with thousands of third-party plugins available to add sliders, calendars, or a complex animations. So finally, it's impressive lightweight. The minified version is only about a 30 kilobytes, means 30 KB, meaning it won't slow down your website's loading speed. So now understand, like biology, the anatomy of a command. Now let's look at how we actually talk to jQuery. The syntax is very logical and is often compared to a magic spell. Every command starts with the magic wand, which is the $sign symbol. This tells the browser we are accessing the jQuery library. Next comes the target. These are the target. Or you can say the selector. So placed inside the parenthesis. So this is where you tell jQuery exactly which HTML elements you want to change, such as a specific ID or a class or a paragraph text. So finally we have a spell, which is the action you want to perform followed by a parenthesis. For example, if you write dollar in parenthesis p dot hide and close parenthesis and the comma, you are telling the computer to find every paragraph on the page and make it disappear instantly. So it is intuitive, readable and much faster than the traditional JavaScript. Now One of the biggest mistakes new developers make is trying to change a website before it has finished the loading. This is a path A on our site. The JavaScript runs immediately, but the HTML elements it's looking for has not appeared yet. So leading to crash or a failure. To prevent this, jQuery uses what we call the gatekeeper or the your $document.ready event. So this ensures that your code only executes when the full of HTML structure of the page is safely loaded. By wrapping your code in this function, you ensure a smooth user experience. For those who want to work faster, there is a pro tip like in shorthand simply using a dollar functions and your events. Thus the exact same things but keep your file a cleaner. These are your pro tip shortcut. Now a great things about jQuery is that there is absolutely no installations required. You don't need to set up a database or a complex environment. You just need to link a single JavaScript file. There are two main paths to doing this. Path 1 is to local download, where you visit the official jQuery website and download the file from your website and host it on your own server. This gives you a total control. And the path 2 is using a CDN, means content delivery network. This allows you to include jQuery directly via URL provided by giant like a Google or Microsoft. This is often the preferred method for modern developers because it's the fast and requires zero maintenance on your part. When you go to download jQuery, you will notice two different versions, and it's important to choose the right one of your project phase. On the left, we have the production version which ends in .main.js. So think of this a compressed solid cube. It is minified to save a space, meanings all the white space and comments have been removed to make the file as small as possible for live sites. So on the right, we have the development versions. This is like a blueprint. It is uncompressed and completely human readable. So you should use the development version while you are building and debugging your site, and switch to the production versions only when you are ready to launch to the public. So to make the choice even clear, let's compare them side by side. The production version is all about speed and optimizations. So because the size of file is tiny, your website will load much faster for the end user. Though the code itself is a jumble of letters that no human can easily read. So on the other hand, the development version is significantly larger, which leads to slower load times. But it is easy to read and debug. If you make a mistake in your code, the development versions will help you find it. So the rule of thumb is simple. Use the readable versions for a learning and a local testing, and use the minified version for live professional website. So if you decide Okay, so if you decide to host the file yourself, there is a simple 4-step process to follow. Step 1, head over to jQuery.com. Okay, step 2, download the compressed production version to ensure your site stays fast. Step 3, move that file into your project folder. I usually recommended creating a folder named JS to keep things organized. And finally, step 4, link it in all your HTML files. You can place the link inside the head tag or even better, just before your closing body tag. This ensures that your website's contents appear first and the brains of the operations, the jQuery library, load right after. So, if you choose the CDN route, you can tapping into a global network. There are two main benefits here. First is reduce the latency because CDNs used distributed systems of regional servers. A user in India will download the file from a server nearby other than one halfly across the world. Second is what I call a catching magic. Since so many websites use the Google or Microsoft CDN for jQuery, there is a high chance that your visitors has already visited a site using that same link. So if they have, the file is already sitting in their browser's cache and your website will load almost instantly because it doesn't have to download jQuery at all. So as we wrap up today's sessions, I want to leave you with the golden rules for success. First, always use the right version, minified for productions. Second, think about optimal placement. Putting your script tags at the bottom of the page usually provides the best performance. Third one is remember the order matters. You must always load the jQuery library before you load your custom scripts. Otherwise, your custom code won't know what the $sign means. And finally, stay updated. Always use the latest stable release, currently in the version 3.x family, to ensure your site is protected by the latest security patches. So yeah, that's it for this jQuery video sections. I hope you understand this video very clearly. So yeah, thank you so much for the watching. We will see more in our next video. Till then, bye.